Let's enjoy this moment.
I know there are those here today who hold a dark and despairing view of this country. I'm not one of them. I believe in the promise of America. I believe in the future of this country. I believe in the very soul of this nation. And most of all, I believe in you, the American people. I believe to my core, there isn't a single thing this country cannot do when we put our mind to it. We just have to remember who we are. We are the United States of America. There's nothing beyond our capacity. That's why so many foreign companies decide to invest or make chips in America. Billions of dollars. We're the best. We have to believe in ourselves again. And now, I'm going to take action that I've been looking forward to doing for 18 months. I'm going to sign the Inflation Reduction Act.
Please sit. Thank you.
You try to just make sure you get the right one. All right. Okay. Here you go.
It's now law.
Hey. Oh, Joe. That's a nice moment. That's a nice moment. We all deserve to have a president who believes in us. We deserve to have a president who knows how to make something out of nothing. And like I keep telling you, we don't have a majority in the Senate, and he made something out of nothing. Something out of nothing. You know why? He really believes in America. He really does. I mean, you had this crazy man prior who didn't believe anything. He had no principles, no integrity, no beliefs, no core values, no nothing. Everything about that person was about that person. That's as far and as wide as his concern went. And now we have a president who wants to be president of the United States of America. We have a president who really does believe, as corny as it sounds when he says it, and it does, he believes that there is nothing America can't do when we do it together. He really believes that. Now, I've known him for a very, very long time, and he has always believed that. He has never wavered in his core belief in us, in this country, in what this country is about, in this country's people. And he's met us. It's like, have you met us? Yeah, I've met you. I still believe in you. So please enjoy that moment, because that little piece of legislation right there, that just created about 9 million new jobs. That is going to be the basis for every good thing that happens for our children and their children going forward. It's like it's one of those moments like Medicare or Social Security, or it is one of those life-changing, trajectory-enhancing pieces of legislation. And like I said, there are parts of it that got left on the side because Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema weren't up for it. But can you imagine if we could add a couple more senators and do away with the filibuster and keep the House? Can you imagine the kinds of things that will happen for our families, for our communities, for our pocketbooks, for our job creation, for our ability to educate ourselves and our children? I'm telling you. The things that got left aside were the child care things. The things that got left aside were the hearing aid things. Although I will say today, Joe Biden was able to get a commitment to sell hearing aids over the counter. So we'll start to see cheaper, more accessible, hearing aids on the market, but they still won't be covered under Medicare. So we have to have the rest of it addressed, voted on, and sent to him for his signature. And we all know he'll sign it. And that would be universal pre-K for 3 and 4-year-olds. That would be child care that doesn't cost us more than 8% of what we're making. So that I remember, when Jessica, my sister, she passed away 20 years ago. But when Jessica was very little, my sister was a hairdresser. And she would sit there and figure out like how many heads she had to do in order to pay for the pre-K, in order to pay for the childcare for Jessica. And it was like a wash. It became a wash, which is why I stepped up and why Jessica started coming to my house, because I was working I was working at night. I was working 8 o'clock at night till 11 o'clock at night. So I was able to do the school pickup and the whole, right? I mean, but when you don't have a family unit that's able to do that, when hours don't, create an environment where somebody can pitch in and somebody can, take care of your kid while you're at work, it just becomes so oppressive. I mean, single moms, as my sister was a single mom, it becomes, why can't we create a country where, for God's sake, Sweden has it, Finland has it, Norway has it. You know what I'm saying? The UK. Why can't we have an industrialized nation that really cares about the industries in which we toil and the children that need to be cared for so we can toil? Why can't we have childcare that doesn't cost your entire paycheck? Why can't we have universal pre-K? Why can't we start our kids earlier? They're trying to dismantle public schools. They're over there saying there's no place in our country for public schools. There's no place in our country for pre-K. There's no, it's just so unbelievable. The lack of vision or effort. Everything that the Republican Party stands for is about drama and rhetoric and violence. Now, I was looking at how many people had ads that featured, weapons. The list is incredibly long and really, really earth-shattering. There's this whole new era of political violence that they are, foisting on our culture, on our society. And it's not imaginary, okay? It's not violence in music. It's not violence in video game. No, it's actual real violence, where in order to run in that party, you have to be featured in a TV ad with a semi-automatic weapon or a bazooka now. Do you know what I'm saying? This era of political violence has to come to a conclusion, and the only way to detox the crazy violent ones out there is to let them see a trial of these criminals and have them appreciate just how self-serving it all was, and that it had nothing in mind for them. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to randyrhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.